league, and we feel like that, we can go out and compete with that team and actually, beat that team when we get an opportunity the next time.
I was going to say, the thing is the fact that we're going to play them again in the month of February on the road. Tough places to go to, Western Illinois and Eastern Illinois. No easy way to get there. But Mia Nicastro, I mean, she is just really setting the league on fire. Had 33-12 against Eastern Illinois last Tuesday. Had 28-14 against us. I think she's going to be the player of the week in the OVC. She might end up being the player of the year. But they were without one of their key players that we've seen the last several years, and that's Reagan McCowan, who had an elbow injury. But the word is she might be coming back pretty soon. That can make them a really dangerous team.
Yeah, I mean, it could be good or bad. I mean, the way they're playing right now, I mean, any change could, it could affect what they're doing. They've got such good chemistry. They've got some older players. I mean, they got 4 seniors, and they've been there, for 4 years. Some of them, Nicasco's been there for 3 years, and they've got some good chemistry. And when you got that, you got a little bit of a head start on everybody, and having that experience really helps them. And I just think that our girls really feel like, hey, we seen what they could do, and we definitely know that we can come out and compete with that team.
Well, the Trojans are still in that race for the top spot in the OVC. 5-3 right now. Got road trip this week, a road trip next week. We'll talk about that in a matter of minutes. The team chemistry, though, we've talked about this before on episodes. We've talked about it in pregame talks before a basketball game. I think this team is really tight-knit, a lot more tight-knit than other teams that I have seen in the past.
Yeah, we got a good group. I mean, they work hard every day. I couldn't ask for any better, girls, and the way that their chemistry is. I think we got some good leaders on the team, and they keep everybody together. And, the main thing is we try to keep focused on the process. I talk to them all the time. That game against Western the other night, that's one game. I mean, we're interested in winning the championship and going to the NCAA tournament. And, they may have celebrated and beat us at home, but, that last game, if we can get them can get them on that stage, I mean, that's the one that's going to count. So, you keep focused on the process and you keep moving forward. And I feel like our team still got room to grow. Our motion offense takes a while for – it to develop into everything that we want it to be, and the girls are being, really good at, picking it up and learning pieces of it as we go along. And I think that, by the time we get to March, they'll be ready to go.
That's one thing that you add wrinkles week in and week out. I stopped by practice today. We don't want to talk about specifics because there might be some future opponents that might watch the video stream and try to figure out what we're talking about here, but you've added some more wrinkles to this offense.
Yeah, and it's just something that you can add as you go along, and I think our girls, picked it up pretty quick today, and we'll work on it again a little bit tomorrow, but I think it's something that'll help us.
Obviously, when you get out on the road, you're away from home, you have a chance to kind of be together, you eat together, two girls share a room on the road, and then you've got meetings together, you've got practice together. It's just basically those 25 people in a bus on the road traveling around the OVC. It's a tight-knit group, and it's one that if you go on the road, Coach, and you can split, and if you can take care of home, I always say that you're going to be in the middle towards the top of the pack in the OVC. Do you think the same?
Yeah, I mean, that's sort of the rule of thumb. I mean, now we lost this game, against Western, and you may have to go get an extra one on the road, to be able to say that you're, putting yourself in that position. But, anytime you go on the road, people don't understand how tough it is. You don't get to sleep in your own beds. You got a itinerary that you're following every day, and it's just it just takes a little bit more out of you. You have to get up earlier to get to shoot arounds and things like that, and you're just going through the process. But when it comes down to it, they throw that ball up. I mean, it's two teams going against each other, and I think you got to sometimes just focus on that.
Western Illinois, Southern Indiana, both 7-1 in the OVC, and then it's 4 teams at 5-3. Lindenwood, UT Martin, Morehead State, and Little Rock. Tennessee Tech is 3-5. Southeast Missouri is 2-6. Tennessee State, Eastern Illinois, they're all 2-6. SIUE is 1-7. Let's talk about Southeast Missouri because that's the team we play on Thursday night. They play UT Martin tomorrow night. Back again. This schedule this year, we're playing Thursday, Saturday for the rest of the way, but every time we play on a Thursday, we're playing a team that played on Tuesday, and then the other opponent on that Tuesday has a couple of more days to get ready for that Saturday game. This week it's UT Martin, but we play SEMO on the road in Cape Girardeau on Thursday. What do the Red Hawks bring to the court?
Well, and it seems like every time, Trey, we talk about, one of the teams that are at the bottom of that just come off a win. I mean, They just beat SIUE on Saturday, and then they'll have an opportunity against Martin on Tuesday to get another win. And I just think that they're really dangerous. They're athletic. They're going to probably play, pressure defense more than we've seen from anybody in the conference. They get after you, and they make you, have to handle the basketball, and they make you use back cuts and be able to handle that situation. So it's something a little bit different that we hadn't seen in conference. But, I really feel like if we go out and play the way we can, we can go out there and get a win on Thursday. Are
they a team that is going to pressure us full court? Because here of late, we really haven't seen a lot of that. We saw it on the road at SIUE, but after that, we really haven't seen it.
No, they will pressure full court. It's not just full blast coming at you, for all the time. But they'll pick you up full court on occasions, and their half court defense is where they're just way up there, and they play the passing lanes, and they try to get after you.
You've got some players that are really coming along. One of them, Elena Payne, Maya Cotto, Destiny Salgado, I thought had a really good game against Eastern Illinois and Western Illinois. Going to need them this week, aren't we?
Yes, sir. Going to need all of them, and I told them our toughest stretch right here is these four road games that we've got coming up.
We've got Elena Payne in the house tonight at Waldo's Chicken and Beer. She's going to join us after the break along with Steve Weedor. I'm Trey Schapp. It's Trojan Talk on the Trojans Radio Network. Back with more after this. Stay with us.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And may I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
At Stevens, our philosophy is to invest every dollar as if it were our own. To seize opportunity, to anticipate rather than react, to deliver constant focus in an ever-changing world, and to pursue the objectives of our clients in order to help them reach their financial goals. A proven history of helping companies and individuals. Stevens, member NYSE SIPC.
Need a power boost after a serious workout? Stick with the original recovery drink. Highland Dairy's chocolate milk contains 13 essential nutrients, including protein and electrolytes, helping you build muscle and hydrate better than water. Our Chocolicious milk is perfect for building healthy bones in little ones and maintaining bone health in adults. It's chocolate milk with no artificial growth hormones, and it's locally made, so you know you're getting the best for your body. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Did you know you can experience unlimited access to ArkansasOnline.com and premium sports content? That's right. Get news anytime, anywhere, including daily and breaking email newsletters sent directly to your inbox. Get access to archives, photo galleries, event calendars, and much more. Take advantage of a digital subscription today at ArkansasOnline.com and stay connected to the most reliable, up-to-date news anytime, anywhere.
Welcome back to Trojan Talk here at Waldo's Chicken and Beer. Good to see the mayor of Little Rock Athletics in the building. Congratulations to Rick Edwards, who just won a prize here. He was drawn. So, hey, you want to come to Waldo's for Trojan Talk every Monday from 6 to 7. You might win a prize. You never know. We're joined by Steve Weedor and Elena Payne, senior from Fort Worth, Texas, on the Little Rock women's basketball team. AP, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to be here.
How was practice today?
Practice was great. We got in some good work. I know that we're going to be successful this week, so I'm just excited that we had a good practice and could build upon that.
Weed, what does Elena Payne mean to this basketball team?
She's our point guard. I mean, she takes care of the ball for us, gets us in our offense, and a few things that Elena brings to the table as a point guard. She's a great rebounder. I mean, she's probably one of our leading rebounders on the team, and we're very lucky to have that. And then also, being able to guard probably one of their best players on the other team. We give her a tough assignment, and she does a really good job, containing some of the best players on the other team.
Elena Payne had a career high in 2 categories against Eastern Illinois on Thursday night. Do you know what they were, AP?
I do not.
Points, 12 points. That's a career high for you. 8 rebounds.
Oh, wow.
So you were 2 rebounds away from a double-double.
Almost had it.
We need that Thursday night. And then Saturday as well. Mm-hmm. We'd like that.
Yeah,
we would take it.
We sure will.
Yeah. Elena Payne, you came from Fort Worth, Texas to Little Rock after Morgan State. Mm-hmm. Why?
I just wanted to be closer to home, and also I just had a relationship with Coach Bobby coming out of high school, and I knew he had the best interest at heart for me coming here. So I just wanted to be, a little closer to home to where my family can come see me for my last year.
When you come to Little Rock and you see the expectations that this women's basketball program is known for, getting to the NCAA tournament, how big is it this year in the OVC to try and get to that championship game and win that championship game?
Oh, man, it means a lot. We've kind of had some struggles in the OVC tournament, so that's something I really want to help us turn around. But also just being our last year in the OVC, I want to leave with a statement and just kind of leave the legacy for the other players to know that we can win, and it's Little Rock legacy to win it here. I
know you weren't here the first year in the OVC. I know you were on the bench. I mean, we were a little frustrated at what happened in the championship game. I think we want to leave Evansville with cutting down the nets and leave with a little better taste in our mouth than we did that first year.
Yeah, that would be a really good feeling because we've had a couple of heartbreak games in there in that OVC tournament. So, the ladies are going to be, we're going to be playing our best basketball in March, and we're going to get them ready.
All right, Elena, Coach Weed is right here next to you. You can say anything you want. What's he like when you get into the locker room or in a huddle in the middle of a game?
He's actually pretty chill. I think, you expect – I know me, sometimes I go out there and might do something crazy, and I'm like, oh, man, he's finna get on me. I'm finna get, the worst talking to. But he's actually pretty encouraging. He always tells me, like, you got it. You're able to make these shots. You're able to – so he's been giving me the confidence. And he really just kind of breaks down the defense in ways that I might not see on the court and just kind of help me out. So it's really important that he is this talking head over here that we can listen to all the time.
Coach, what do you think about Elena and her job on the court? I mean, you got to have a quarterback on the court. She's your point guard. She's it, isn't she?
Yeah, she's it. And we've really worked on Elena being more aggressive. She's got some really good skills, and the more confident she gets, the better she's going to be. And so we understand it takes a little while to build confidence, and she's definitely getting there. I mean, she's offensively, she's going to be able to help us, and we knew all along that she could play the point guard position, but she's also starting to look to score more, and then like I said, she's one of our best rebounders.
Yeah, back to the game against Eastern, 2 of 2 behind the 3-point line. Coach, I think we ought to give her the green light, let her shoot a little more from behind the arc.
She's got the green light.
Yeah, let's put them up. Elena, obviously it's a tough road trip this week. 2 games on the road, actually 4 straight when you look at the overall big picture. What's it going to take for the ladies on Thursday night at SEMO and then to rebound quickly and get ready for that second game against UT Martin on Saturday?
Just preparation. We have to pay attention to our scout and really just have discipline and just lock in on who it is we're playing on Thursday. And then after that game, we have to just be ready to prepare for the game on Saturday. So really just preparation and just really listening and locking into what the coach has to say so that we can be successful.
I know Coach Weedor has brought back some former players like a Chastity Reed and a Kim Sitzman this year on the staff. What do those 2 women help you all understand about Little Rock basketball?
they're actually kind of like polar opposites. Kim is more free-spirited and Chaz is kind of a little more serious. But when you need help, you can go to them and they really give you the advice that you need. Chaz is more defensive-minded, so if I have something I need to ask her, she really helps me see the floor and how to lock up my person that I'm guarding. And Kim just kind of just instills confidence in me to, keep shooting the ball if it's not going in or just look for my shots when they're available. So they're great helps, and I'm glad that they're here.
It's hard to believe someone talk about Chastity Reed being a defensive player. I mean, yeah, she is a defensive player, but she's also the all-time leading scorer for Little Rock women's basketball, Coach. You brought in Kim Sitzman this year. Why?
Well, I just, I knew Kim would be a good mentor for our players and be able to relate to the girls. We had a spot, and Kim's been really, really good in the position she's doing. I mean, she's really overemphasized some of the things that I wanted her to get done this year, and I really appreciate what she's done. She takes care of pretty much everything that I need her to do, and she can give the girls some perspective from a guard position, and I think my guards really appreciate that. I usually put her down working individually with the guards with her and Coach Bobby, and she can show them a few things. And the thing with Kim and Chaz, every once in a while you have to watch it, they get out there and start playing with them, so they try to compete out there on the floor.
I like that. Do you like playing against them?
I do. I had to guard Kim last week, and it was a tough matchup, I'm not gonna lie. So, it's fun.
I think, Elena, when I'm watching you and I'm calling the game, I think you get more joy out of dishing the ball to a Jordan Hallman or a Brenna Burke, Maya Cotto. Baby J comes in and spells you, so it's not really her all the time. But I think you get more joy out of seeing your teammates succeed. Is that true?
That is true. Assists are a big thing for me. I try to get them all, especially if you have a turnover. Sometimes it can help offset that. But I love seeing my teammates score and seeing them be successful, and I know that really just helps us be more successful in the end.
If Little Rock is able to get to that championship game of the Ohio Valley Conference, I know it's a long way away from now, but if you're able to get there, what do you think your emotions will be like?
Whew, man, I think we'll be crying. I'm not a crier, but I'm sure I will shed a tear because all the work that we've been putting in this year, and it's been rocky, so I'm sure we'll enjoy that journey and just enjoy that moment as well.
Do you feel like the other players, the newcomers, I mean, you're one of 4 returners. Do you feel like the newcomers are starting to pick up that motion offense like Coach Weedor said a little bit earlier? It's tough to pick that up?
I think so. I can say when I first got here and tried to learn it, I took maybe way longer than they did. So they're doing a great job, and they ask us for help. So I'm always here to help them, and they're getting it down.
Elena Payne, Steve Weedor, good luck this week. We'll see you on the bus Wednesday to go to Cape Girardeau, Missouri.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming out. That's Elena Payne and Steve Weedor. We're back with more from Waldo's Chicken and Beer after this. Stay with us.
The future is not about a bond reaching maturity. The future is what my grandfather worked for. It's what my father carried on. It's my responsibility today. The future is my son's tomorrow. At the Stevens Private Client Group, we believe that our strength builds success, not only for us, but for our clients. Stevens, member NYSE, SIPC.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Did you know you can experience unlimited access to ArkansasOnline.com and premium sports content? That's right. Get news anytime, anywhere, including daily and breaking email newsletters sent directly to your inbox. Get access to archives, photo galleries, event calendars, and much more. Take advantage of a digital subscription today at ArkansasOnline.com and stay connected to the most reliable, up-to-date news anytime, anywhere.
The Trojans have been dominating in the paint, but does it guarantee a win? We'll see, Peter.
Like how playing the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is a guaranteed win for students.
Huh?
Every ticket you buy in Arkansas funds scholarships. And since 2009, they've raised more than $1.5 billion for Arkansas students.
Wow. So no matter the score, that's a win for students. Back to the game.
That's right, folks. Playing the lottery is a big win for students and could be for you, too. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Welcome back into Trojan Talk here at Waldo's Chicken and Beer in West Little Rock. We are right off of I-430 and Rodney Parham Road in the Breckenridge Village Shopping Center. We're joined by Darrell Walker now, Steve Weedor and Elena Payne. Want to thank them for stopping by. Coach, want to thank you for coming out tonight as well. You guys 2-0 at the Jack this past week. A nice 2 wins for your Trojans.
Yeah, we haven't been at the Jack, so anytime we can get home, it's a luxury to be at home and to win 2 games. That's really big.
Yeah, no doubt about that. First, the win against Eastern Illinois, 74-63, a game that Eastern Illinois gave you some scary moments, I thought.
Well, I told you, Marty, when we had talked about that before we played Eastern, that they were going to run side pick and roll to side pick and roll and take a lot of time off the clock. And they got a good basketball team. I think Marty's a really good basketball coach, and we were lucky to pull that game out in the last 2 or 3 minutes of the game.
What did it take down the stretch for you guys to pull that game out?
Well, I told Coach Baker on the bench, I said, we're going to change the tempo of this game. We're going to have to press and trap and see if we can force some turnovers. We were able to force turnovers. We were able to get out in the open court, which is good for us.
Yeah, when you're able to get out in the open court and run, push the ball down the floor, that's your type of game,
That's our type of game. I just wish we were healthier so we could keep rotating guys in. But at the end of the day, when we're out in the open court, it's a lot better for us than being in the half court.
Coach, let's talk about Cameron Wallace. 14 points, 10 rebounds in that game, a double-double for him. Boy, he just a homegrown talent. Little Rock Parkview, he just keeps on coming on, doesn't he?
Well, Cam's a guy that we had stopped recruiting, and he called us, and he wanted to be home and play. And so we got back on him, and Coach Baker and I started recruiting him. And he's getting better game by game, and you can see it. Everybody can see it.
Kachi Nze had 17 in the game. Jonathan Lawson, 15. Braxton Bayless, your point guard, had 14. And Toon Gatkek had 10. You had your starting 5 in double figures. You have to like that.
No, anytime you can get your starting 5 in double figures and the numbers that they got, and by the way, we needed all those numbers to get that win. It was good to see Braxton have a good game because, he's been up and down a little bit, but the last 2 or 3 weeks he's been playing good basketball.
You were down 37-30 at the half. What was the message in the locker room to your guys?
Yeah, we're gonna have to play better. And I try to tell my guys, no matter what our record is, whoever plays us, everybody gets jacked up to play us. They just do. I don't care what anybody say. They get jacked up to play us. I just thought we had to take care of the basketball. We had to rebound the ball better, and we had to change the tempo of the game, and that's what we did.
Is that because of the target on our back? You look at the preseason polls and the rankings and everything, and everybody's got Little Rock circled because of where we were picked?
Which the preseason polls don't mean anything.
Right.
I've been picked first and finished last. I've been picked last and finished first. So you can never pay any attention to the preseason polls because you never know what injury is going to happen. You just don't know. So at the end of the day, that doesn't mean anything.
Well, Eastern Illinois, you beat them, and then you had a Western Illinois team that came into the Jack that was reeling, and you win 86-79. And that game was a lot closer than I think a lot of people thought it should have been and would have been, but it was a really close game.
Now, somebody had said that, you got a team coming in that's 0-7. I said, well, this is a dangerous basketball game because I know that Chad had some talent on that basketball team. They just hadn't been playing well. When you sit back and watch a team play 4, 5, 6 games getting ready to play that team, you know that team has some talent, and they just hadn't been playing well, and they played very well against us.
Cameron Wallace, again, a big game for him, 21 points, 8 rebounds, missed another double-double by 2 rebounds. You got 20 points out of Jonathan Lawson, 18 out of Nze, and I thought, too, Truman Clater, the fourth, off the bench, coach, 10 points for him, and only 1 turnover.
Well, when you can get bench scoring off the bench, it's big, but our bench has been so short, we really don't have anybody we can really go to, and Truman's another junior college player that's trying to find his way. But I thought he played well off the bench. Those 10 points was big off the bench.
I thought in the first half when you put him in that far right corner behind the three-point line when they went to zone, he was able to make some threes. He finished 2 of 5 from behind the arc.
No, he played well off the bench for us for sure.
When you look at who you're going to put in with I know, because you can't look all the way down the bench because you run into Ronnie Harlow down there at the end of the bench and he has no eligibility left. How do you manage these guys, time management, because of the fact that you don't want to wear them out by the time we get to the 1st of March?
Well, that's trust me, that's in the back of my mind every night that I go to bed. I'm thinking about that. We're really shorthanded, and I don't want to be redundant. We all know that. That's why we don't practice. We played Saturday. We didn't practice Sunday. Didn't do anything today. Now, tomorrow we'll go a good 40 minutes. It's important to do some conditioning and work on some of the things that we need to work on. But we will not be going for a long time tomorrow.
I've asked you before about Jonathan Lawson and does he have the red light. 6 of 15. All 6 of his buckets from the floor against Western Illinois came from behind the three-point line. And I saw some of them. he crosses half court, and they were deep.
They were deep. Well, you got to understand, the scout report on Jonathan is don't let him touch the ball, almost face guard him, make it very tough, and be physical with him. So my thing is with Jonathan, I've told him, anytime you have an open look, you got to pull the trigger because you may not get that look again.
Right. Do you feel like he's taking that on?
No, he took it on
message?
last year. Last year, Jonathan wants to score the ball. He is a scorer, and teams are locking in him. So anytime he can get a good look, I think he has to pull the trigger.
37 minutes for him and Cameron Wallace in the game, 31 for Nze, and Bayless played 38. Toon played 29. Clater played 21 in that one.
That's a problem with all those guys playing those minutes. It's absolutely nothing I can do about it right now. So like I said, we rest Sunday, we rest Monday. We'll practice really good tomorrow, then we'll get on the bus and go to SEMO and try to get a win. Yeah, going to be a tough place to play at SEMO. Actually, 2 tough places this week. You got Southeast Missouri on Thursday night, and then leading the league as of right now, they play SEMO tomorrow night is UT Martin, only 1 loss, and you're right there behind them. I mean, this could be a profitable road trip, and I say that meaning in the standings. If Little Rock can go on the road and win these 2 games, you're going to be in the first place. That's the last thing I'm thinking about is trying to get to first place. The thing is, you've got to take one game at a time. Let me tell you something, Dre, that's first place, second, third, that's going to change every 24 hours, every 48 hours, that's going to change. So you can't get tied into, we're going to be in first place. No, you got to go win a game on the road. That's the most important thing. Go win.
Speaking of that, what's it going to take to win at SEMO?
Well, the same thing we've done on the road before. We got 6 wins, and we got 3 of them that's been on the road. So we go on the road, we keep taking care of the ball and having poise and rebound the basketball, we'll have a chance to where we're playing.
You really like this basketball team, don't you?
Yeah, I like them a lot more if I had about 3 or 4 more guys I could sub in. But they're easy to coach. They have some toughness. They want to win. That's the most important thing, that they want to win. And I think they're taking care of their bodies. They come in to see Ronnie. They're getting themselves in the ice tub. They take an anti-inflammatory. So at the end of the day, it is what we are who we are. We just got to take it one game at a time.
Do you feel like, Coach, with playing the select few players that you are able to play because of the numbers, that they are starting to know pretty much what everybody else is going to do on the offensive end and on the defensive end, that they still need to talk, but there are times when they know that, okay, JL's going to be over there?
I had this conversation with Coach Foley at least a month or 2 ago. This happened to him at Arkansas Tech. He said, D. Walker, I'm telling you, if nobody else gets hurt on your team, you guys are going to get a rhythm. You're going to be fine.
Well,
and that happened to him, and he won a national championship with that team.
Yeah, he did. Let's hope that the Trojans will be fine. We'll talk more with Darrell Walker after the break. Stay with us. We're live at Waldo's Chicken and Beer. It's Trojan Talk.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And may I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Strength is measured not by the number of accounts. Strength is placing value on relationships. It's having the vision and the guts to invest in growth. It's the commitment to responsibly manage your money. At Stevens, we believe that our strengths build success, not only for us, but for our clients. Stevens, member NYSE, SIPC.
Need a simple breakfast, lunch, or dinner for your family, team, or business? Proud sponsor and local owner-operator A.J. Roller's Chick-fil-A restaurant at Markham University has you covered. From Chick-fil-A nuggets in mini trays, mac and cheese trays, to chocolate chunk cookie and chocolate fudge brownie trays. Order through the Chick-fil-A app or call the store. A.J.'s team will have breakfast, lunch, or dinner ready for you and your team in no time. And don't forget to pick up a gallon of their famous freshly made tea or freshly squeezed lemonade.
Arkansas Round Ballers Big Joe Klein and Pat Bradley pontificate on Bet Saracen.
People ask me, what do basketball players know about football? What say you, Joe?
I explained that anyone can run up and down a grass field with a screwy-shaped ball, but it takes finesse to strategically launch a basketball from long distances at an 18-inch diameter steel hoop.
Dang, Joe, you sure are smart.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Welcome back to Trojan Talk, live at Waldo's Chicken and Beer. Congratulations, Bobby Pitts just won another swag bag, if you will, live here at Waldo's. So if you're listening and you want to stop by, we'll be here next Monday from 6 to 7. Hopefully we can get back from Martin, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Coach, there's something that weather forecasters, they get paid to be wrong, but it looks like they're trying to forecast some kind of winter storm or something this weekend.
Well, I hope not. I hope not. I want to get that trip over with quick as I can get it over with.
I know. You grew up in Chicago, so I'm sure you went through some tough winters.
I've been in Chicago since 1979 when I came down here to the state of Arkansas. So
There's a reason for that,
I never
right?
moved back to Chicago. I got plenty of family members there, but I never moved back.
A little bit warmer down here in the winter.
A lot warmer down here.
Yeah,
not even close.
Apparently this week it's going to get really, really nasty. Tough place to play, the Show Me Center on Thursday night. What type of team is SEMO and the Redhawks this year?
Maybe not as talented as they were last year. They lost some guys to the transfer portal, the NIL, and all that good stuff. The world that we live in today, they're not as big as they were last year. So hopefully we can go in there and get some offensive rebounds and some defensive rebounds and impose our will on them. But they're a solid basketball team.
It is I want to say a little bit bigger facility, obviously, than what the Jack is. It seats more, but I think the sight lines in there are not that bad, are they?
No, I think they got a nice facility. We've played well there. Played well there last year. We've won there before, so we know how to win. And we've won 3 games on the road, so we know how to win on the road. That's important. If you're going to win this league, you're going to have to win on the road.
Last year, Jonathan Lawson had a game winner for you there. Do you remember that one?
No, I remember that. That was a heck of a shot that he made. He made 2 games, and then he went to UT Martin and made 1 too.
I know. I remember both of them vividly. And when you have the ball in his hands, do you as a coach relax, or are you up on your toes trying to figure out what he's going to do?
Well, when you have a guy that's proven that he's not scared, that he's made shots under pressure, he can make passes under pressure, you're comfortable. He's just going to make the right play and make the bucket, or he's not going to make it. So it's no different when MJ had the ball. Sometimes you think about all the shots that he made, he's missed a lot too. For game winners. So at the end of the day, you can't be scared to take a game winner, and Jonathan has proven that he's not scared.
If Jonathan Lawson is not the guy, who do you have in your back hip pocket that you would rather try to get the ball to?
Well, it'd probably be Cam Wallace or run something for Kachi, because you're talking about a 6'8", 6'9" guy that can shoot it like a guard, and most bigs that guard him can't chase him off with screens, and you run a set play, may get stuck on the screen.
Is this league a lot of pick and roll action? I know you talked about Eastern coming in, and I saw some against Western as well.
Oh, yeah. This league is a pick and roll league. This league is really a guard. It's a guard league. It's always has been a guard league. And when we were in the Sun Belt, I thought the Sun Belt was a guard league. I know teams look at us and we look really big and long because we are, but this is definitely a guard league.
And that's where the loss of KK Robinson is big right now for your team. The fact that you don't have your preseason first-team guard.
Not just KK. You got Kaysen, who was starting. Then you got Kellen, who was definitely going to start, was the best player all summer. You're talking about 3 guys that can really do some things offensively and defensively. I think we would be so much better defensively if those guys was healthy, because all your defense starts on the perimeter first and it works its way into the paint. So those guys are sorely missed. But at the end of the day, they're not coming back, so I try not to think about it too much.
Those guys are not coming back. Is there anybody else that has been injured that we might get back this year?
But Trey Jackson did a little 3-on-3 today, and for about 10 minutes, let him go for about 10 minutes to see how he was feeling, and did not. I cut it off when he got tired. So, but even if he comes back, it's going to take another 2 to 3 weeks to get him
in basketball shape.
In basketball shape, what we're doing offensively and defensively. So, people get excited when you get somebody coming back, but it will help us because I can be able to sub them in for 11 minutes of a game, and somebody can sit down and get some rest.
Against SEMO, do you go in with a game plan of we're going to try and pressure them full court, 3/4 court, however much?
I got to pick my spots with the pressure and stuff.
Because of the legs?
Because of the legs, the minutes that my guys are playing. So I have to pick my spots when we're going to press and trap. At the end of the day, we'll just go in and do what we've been doing. It's no need to change anything. You go on the road, you take care of the ball, you rebound the ball, you play with some poise, and you guard and see if you can make some shots.
I know you
don't beat yourself.
Right. I know you always you look at me when I ask these questions because we have to look ahead a little bit on this on this show, and you're like, no, we got one game and it's Thursday night. We need to talk a little bit about UT Martin on Saturday because they are leading the league right now. I know you haven't watched any tape on them, but knowing what they had last year and some of the pieces they might have back.
Trey, that could change tomorrow night. They got
they do.
They got SEMO tomorrow night. That could change.
It could. So you got to watch film all day Wednesday, right?
It could change in a heartbeat. I'm not paying any attention to UT Martin, to be honest about it. I'm just trying to get our team to win one game at a time. If you keep doing that, chalking up wins, at the end of the day, the chips will fall where they fall.
Yeah, and right now, if you keep winning games, you can't
get ahead.
Here are the standings. I'm going to read them out for the people here in the audience and those listening online. You probably haven't looked at them, and I don't expect you to. UT Martin 7-1, Tennessee State, Little Rock 6-2, Lindenwood, Morehead State are 5-3, SIUE, SEMO, Eastern Illinois are all 4-4. Tennessee Tech is 2-6, Southern Indiana 1-7, and Western Illinois, who we just beat, 0-8. And that could change. It could fluctuate.
Every 48 hours, I say it can change just that quick.
Yeah.
Like UT Martin is playing tomorrow. They're playing SEMO. We'll see what happens in that game.
And the fact that after this weekend, Coach, that's halfway through the conference slate. I mean, you've got the back half coming. And, I mean, this conference season goes by very fast once you start.
It goes by fast. And these next 4 games that we have on the road, we have to figure out how to win some more games on the road if we're going to stay in contention and win this thing. You got to win games on the road.
Yeah, no doubt. I was talking to Steve Weedor earlier. He said if we can go 2-2 over this next 2 weeks,
right,
he would feel really, really good because then you come back home. You only have one road trip in the month of February.
Right. And then you got 4 games at home to try to take care and protect home, and he's right about that.
How important is it to get off to a good start on Thursday?
Now the problem is they've gotten their brains beaten out, and I'm sure Brad is all over their butts right now. So, but the good thing about it, we don't play them the Thursday. They got UT Martin. They can be.
They're
mad
all
at.
worried about that.
They can go at it. They can go at it at UT Martin.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
but then if they lose to UT Martin, Little Rock's going to come in. He's going to be like, "Oh my gosh, now we got to play them."
I can't control that. I can just control my guys and be ready to play.
Do you have a good rapport with the other coaches in this league?
Yeah, we got some good coaches. Brad's a good coach. Marty. I talked to Chad yesterday. I think Chad is hilarious from Western Illinois. We got some good coaches. The young fellow Noah at Tennessee State played against his father in the NBA. Played against his father in the NCAA tournament, Arkansas versus Louisville. So we got some good coaches in this league.
Coach Walker's going to step out of here. Chris Curry's going to join us in a minute. But Coach, before you leave, next week I've been told that you're going to have 2 tickets to a game inside of the Jack Stevens Center. It might be for Hall of Fame weekend.
At least you're not
give away.
At least you're not like Coach Jenner. two tickets to the Grove Golf Club.
Oh boy, love that. Back with more Trojan Talk after this.
The future is not about a bond reaching maturity. The future is what my grandfather worked for. It's what my father carried on. It's my responsibility today. The future is my son's tomorrow. At the Stevens Private Client Group, we believe that our strength builds success, not only for us, but for our clients. Stevens, member NYSE, SIPC.
Game Time Wraps, a company whose roots are firmly planted in Arkansas but has worldwide vision, is your source for vehicle and architectural graphics and is a leader in sports flooring, serving customers across the country. Game Time Wraps does everything from their home base right here in Central Arkansas. Call them today at 501-771-9727 or visit their website at GameTimeWraps.com.
Need a power boost after a serious workout? Stick with the original recovery drink. Highland Dairy's chocolate milk contains 13 essential nutrients, including protein and electrolytes, helping you build muscle and hydrate better than water. Our Chocolicious milk is perfect for building healthy bones in little ones and maintaining bone health in adults. It's chocolate milk with no artificial growth hormones, and it's locally made, so you know you're getting the best for your body. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Welcome back to Trojan Talk here at Waldo's Chicken and Beer in West Little Rock. Boy, do we have a great guest lined up now. None other than the head coach of the Ohio Valley Conference champion Little Rock baseball team from last year. Chris Curry's in the building. Coach, nice trip down to Baton Rouge in the NCAA tournament last year. You're one game away from advancing to the first ever Super Regional for the Little Rock Trojans. And I hear you've got quite a bit of a squad coming back this year.
Well, thank you. It's great to be back. It's baseball season. You know, they're calling for snow on Saturday, so that's how you know it's time to play baseball. So we're going to try to enter squad, although I don't feel too good about it.
Would you enter squad with snowballs?
No, I don't think so. It's hard to see the spin on the curveball with a snowball. But, no, the momentum coming off of last year, I feel like we just haven't stopped. And the community, our donors, our athletics department, our school has just completely continued pushing us forward. As far as the guys coming back, we only lost Jackson Wells to the Houston Astros.
Wow.
And so, Angel Cano and Ryan Geck and Cade Martin and Jack Klein and Cooper Chaplin, all those names you saw become kind of famous at the Baton Rouge Regional, they're back.
And a lot of the guys that are back are really looking forward to this year. I think a lot of excitement around Trojan baseball. It kicks off. I say kicks off. That's a football term. We've got the national championship game going on tonight. Let's say the first pitch is the first pitch banquet.
Right.
On Thursday night.
This Thursday, Kyle Peterson, who's arguably kind of the Kirk Herbstreit of college baseball, he's coming to town. And someone mentioned to me, and I agree, that maybe Kyle doesn't come to our event if the things in Baton Rouge don't happen, and I think that's a good marker, a good flag for us. We're almost sold out. The athletics department has done a great job marketing the event. We've moved it to Joe Foley Court, and so it's going to be on the main stage, and it's just going to be a fun night if you're a baseball fan. Getting to meet the team, we'll have some cool silent auction items, some memorabilia. And you get to talk about not only Little Rock baseball, but the state of college baseball, which is in as good a place as it's ever been.
Mm-hmm.
The viewership, everybody jumping on and watching. It's going to be a fun night this Thursday.
I know Wes Moore is going to get to interview Kyle Peterson. I feel like, come on, Wes. I mean, how that's like one of those top of the top interviews that you get to do, and I hate that I'm going to miss it. I'm going to be in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. You're no stranger to that place. You go up there and you play SEMO in the conference regular season. But getting a Kyle Peterson in, I don't know that if people realize this is a big deal.
Yeah, he's truly big league. He's on Monday Night Baseball, ESPN with Carl Ravitch. Also Little League World Series. He does college baseball games during the week. And then he does the Omaha games. You know, we were putting together some information today. I didn't realize two-time Pac-12 Pitcher of the Year, three-time All-American.
At Stanford.
First rounder with the Brewers, got some big league time, and then immediately went in the booth. But just a voice for college baseball. Really funny, kind of a dry, funny sense of humor. But I'm curious to hear what he has to say about our program and college baseball in general.
When are you getting it? When are you getting him in? Is he going to come in Thursday? Are you going to have some time to talk with him and kind of bounce some things off of him before the first pitch banquet?
Absolutely. I think he's coming in Wednesday night.
Oh, cool.
I think he has a connection with some friends here that he's going to see. And then we've got a great day planned for him all day on Thursday. I think the coaching staff is going to meet for breakfast with him, just talk baseball. And then we'll have a lunch with him, I think, with some administration and folks. And he's going to talk to the team in the afternoon. I'm most excited about that, and let them ask him some questions. And then the doors are open at 6 o'clock, and he'll be there, and you'll be able to walk right up to him and say hello.
I think the cool thing is that this has expanded beyond Fisher Court. I mean, it's on the main floor of the Jack Stevenson or Joe Foley Court.
Well, I think it parallels our program. You know, we got to the big stage and the bright lights, and now we're on the big stage at Joe Foley Court, who, by the way, the GOAT is going to be.
He's a baseball fan.
He is.
He's a St. Louis Cardinal fan, dadgummit.
You being a Cub fan, I think that's a pretty funny dynamic. But he always, Coach Foley, send me a text. Even when they were coming down the stretch there in March, he'd send me a text, and I'd send him text messages, and he knew enough baseball to be dangerous, and I think he played a while, and I think it's great that we're putting him in the Hall of Fame.
He can be dangerous at anything, Coach.
Yes.
Let me just tell you, we've had some talks, and I don't know if you know this. Coach Foley and I went to London for the Cubs-Cardinals London series a couple of years ago.
Well,
I was able to talk him into going to London.
I cannot imagine Coach Foley and his wonderful Arkansas accent and walking around London trying to get around.
It was something. I can guarantee you that. It was something. But then we got to go up and play a little bit of golf as well, so he was happy about that.
Yeah, he got to go to game. You got to play golf. You guys are both winners there.
I just wish the Cubs would have won both games. I mean, they split. Let's talk about the team that you bring back this year and some of the key pieces with it.
Well, the guy we're going to talk to in a minute here, Angel Cano, our number one recruit. We were already working on him on the bus ride home.
MVP of the regional last year. That's hard to do when you don't win the regional.
Sure. The runner-up team almost never gets the MVP. As a matter of fact, I just got back from the National Coaches Convention there in Columbus, Ohio, and ran into the LSU staff. They were very complimentary, first class. Jay Johnson. They immediately asked, "Do we have that guy back?" And some LSU fans during the game were assuring us that we would not have him back, that he would be wearing purple and gold. But we fixed that, and he's back. Cooper Chaplin, Ryan Geck, both all-conference players, and then the all-tournament team, Ty Rhodes. You got Cade Martin, Jack Klein. And there's a lot of new guys that you're going to need to know that are good players as well.
I was going to say, you've been able to be on the field with them now.
Right.
How are they looking? How are they progressing?
We've had 2 inter squads, and we're going to go again tomorrow at 2:30. Anybody wants to come out? I think it'll be the last
open,
wide open. I think it'll be the last look at 50 degrees for a while. So if you want to get some baseball, come on out. But I like our left-handed pitching depth. I felt like we ran an arm short there in the Baton Rouge Regional. So immediately we went to work. Coach Parker, our recruiting coordinator, Evan Lee, our pitching coach. Hey, let's get some pitching depth, especially on the left-handed side. So now we had 1 last year in Hunter Royal. He's back, but now we have 6 total. Brigden Parker, some other guys, and just depth across the board to try to buy some insurance against injury or if we want to match up.
What's it like to have a guy like Evan Lee on the staff?
You just big league experience. You can't buy it. You can't get it anywhere else, and he's just a wealth of knowledge.
All right, we got to hit a break. We'll come back with the final segment here at Waldo's Chicken and Beer. He's Coach Chris Curry. I'm Trey Schapp. We got Angel Cano joining us after the break. Stay with us.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Did you know you can experience unlimited access to ArkansasOnline.com and premium sports content? That's right. Get news anytime, anywhere, including daily and breaking email newsletters sent directly to your inbox. Get access to archives, photo galleries, event calendars, and much more. Take advantage of a digital subscription today at ArkansasOnline.com and stay connected to the most reliable, up-to-date news anytime, anywhere.
The Trojans have been dominating in the paint, but does it guarantee a win? We'll see, Peter.
Like how playing the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is a guaranteed win for students.
Huh?
Every ticket you buy in Arkansas funds scholarships. And since 2009, they've raised more than $1.5 billion for Arkansas students.
Wow. So no matter the score, that's a win for students. Back to the game.
That's right, folks. Playing the lottery is a big win for students and could be for you, too. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Need a simple breakfast, lunch, or dinner for your family, team, or business? Proud sponsor and local owner-operator AJ Roller's Chick-fil-A restaurant at Markham University has you covered. From Chick-fil-A nuggets in mini trays, mac and cheese trays, to chocolate chunk cookie and chocolate fudge brownie trays. Order through the Chick-fil-A app or call the store. AJ's team will have breakfast, lunch, or dinner ready for you and your team in no time. And don't forget to pick up a gallon of their famous freshly made tea or freshly squeezed lemonade.
Welcome back to Trojan Talk here inside of Waldo's Chicken and Beer, 430 and Rodney Parham in the Breckenridge Village Shopping Center. We're here every Monday night from now and, well, I guess through May maybe even. Angel Cano joining us along with Chris Curry. Angel Cano, the MVP, most outstanding player, I should say MOP, of the Baton Rouge Regional last year. What did that mean to you, Angel?
It means a lot. I mean, have a crazy story. So just being able to go out there and do what we did for Little Rock, it just means everything to me because, I mean, it's everything that I worked for. So, yeah, it means a lot. For those listening, you can tell that he's not from the United States, but I want to give a shout-out. You want to give a shout-out to your host family. Oh, yes, I do. I mean, they're listening, so I just want to tell them thank you. I wouldn't be able to be here if it wasn't because of them. So, and I love you guys. And where are they? Kansas. Kansas. All right. Well, Kansas, Arkansas, kind of 6-7, you know. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but it came out. Coach, what does Angel Cano mean to this Little Rock baseball team?
Well, besides everyone knowing who he is, besides the leadership, what I like is the humbleness that he has shown and the way he's handled the spotlight. He's a leader. He handles things inside the clubhouse. You've got to have that. He doesn't abuse kind of what he's earned, but he does a lot of things behind the scenes, some that I'll never know, just helping other players, maybe echoing the message from the coaching staff. Maybe a guy needs to be kind of pulled aside and said, hey, that's not how we do it here. And Angel just has a perfect way because he's got the respect of his teammates and the way he plays hard of echoing being a leader in the clubhouse. Hey, he's a pretty good hitter, too. That helps.
Yeah, not too bad. Angel, what was it like last year going into the OVC tournament? You guys get in as the 8th seed. You knew you had to win 5 games in 4 days to get to the NCAA tournament. What was that run like from a player's perspective?
Well, I mean, we barely got in. It's not a secret that our last weekend in the regular season, it was terrible. But, I mean, the coaches do a great job talking about turning the page. We got a new life. We were able to get in, and, I mean, we just went out there and have fun. I mean, we didn't have nothing to lose. So we just went out there, do what we know we're capable of, and everything clicked. You know, we had everybody healthy. So it was just insane, man. I mean, like he said, like we got hot and we just kept it going.
And you knew that you would probably be a 4 seed. And Coach Curry, and I think a lot of people around the country thought you'd be heading up to Northwest Arkansas to Baum-Walker Stadium and playing the Arkansas Razorbacks. When you found out you were going to the box in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, what was going through your mind?
Well, I knew how big LSU was, but I had no idea what was there for us. So, man, Friday night, 15,000 people in there. It was definitely an insane feeling. But, man, the coaches do a great job of letting us play on those places during the regular season. So, I mean, I'm not going to say we were ready for it, but we already had a little taste of it. But so it was hard, but nothing that we haven't seen before.
We took a page from the football practice plan, and we were piping in all LSU music and calling Baton Rouge. I want to apologize to all the folks that live around our field.
A little neck as well.
For listening to the LSU playlist, but we were doing fly ball communication where you couldn't hear and calling Baton Rouge. And
you think it helped?
I asked those.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah,
it was loud.
Do you know the words to Callin' Baton Rouge by now? After hearing it so much. But
They were saying
I'm sure they were talking to
crazy,
you too.
But I mean, you know,
those Cajuns, when they get going down there and they get, couple of drinks in them. They can be kind of rowdy, can't they?
They were passionate, and we had some late games. And
Yes,
so
you did.
Crowd had plenty of time to get ready.
Yes, you did. I want to say happy birthday, Kim. Got that passed up to us. Kim, back over there having a birthday party here inside of Waldo's Chicken and Beer. So happy birthday, Kim. Angel, you decided to come back to Little Rock this year. Why?
Well, I mean, it all started with this guy right here. I mean, more than a coach, he's somebody that teaches life too. I mean, yeah, I'm here because of baseball, but at the end of the day, it's more than baseball. I mean, you know, I'm from Colombia. Just having a place that feels like home away from home is just everything that I could ask for. So, I mean, after what we did last year, I mean, why not come back and do it again? I mean, it's just the work that the people do around the scenes, you know, it's just, I mean, there's no place I would rather be than here. So, yeah.
Coach, when you hear that, how does that make you feel?
That's what it's all about. Yeah, we could clap for that. That's what it's all about. Here's what I love. You know, I heard today somebody said there's over 10,000 football players in the portal. We're in a crazy era of college athletics. Angel, he didn't draw out a negotiation. He didn't even get in the portal. It was a very short conversation. He just needed to talk to his family. Of course, we did everything we could to support him and treat him fairly. But loyalty is the number one word. And I think just we took a chance on him when he was in a tough place coming off of injury. I think that mattered to him. And just the opportunity, he dreams like they all do of being a major leaguer and a pro. And the opportunity to know that he's going to hit in the middle of the order, and there's comfort there. The scouts know where he is. They know how to find him. I think that meant a lot to him to stay here at Little Rock.
Angel, do you feel like Little Rock's going to have a bullseye on their chest this year when it comes to other teams playing you guys?
I mean, absolutely. There's no sneaking around. They know what we're capable of doing, and I mean that's what we work for. So I mean, we want all the attention. I mean, bring it here. We'll be ready.
Yeah, I mean, I've already looked at some projections. I mean, they got you as a 4 seed going to Fayetteville. I mean, you would take that right now, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what you want. You want expectation. You know, pressure's a privilege. That means you're playing in games that matter. We didn't come here to be the underdog the entire time. And so that's a big thing we're talking about is expectations this year.
Angel, good luck this season. Let's get back to the NCAA tournament. Coach, good luck as well. First pitch banquet. If you want a ticket, can you still get one?
You can. They're going fast. Baseball at ualr.edu.
All right. That's it for this week. We'll be back here next Monday night. It's Waldo's Chicken and Beer, and it's Trojan Talk with yours truly, Trey Schapp. Coach, Angel, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Don't forget, Trojans on the road at SEMO on Thursday night. Ladies at 5, the guys right after, right here on the Trojan Radio Network.
Thanks for listening to Trojan Talk on the Little Rock Trojans Radio Network. This broadcast was brought to you by Dillard's, Stevens, and Pepsi. Buzz 2. That has a nice ring to it.
It's a new